Don't skip. Let's be honest. Many guys are curious about how to get a woman deeply interested in them, possibly even obsessed. Some refer to it as having game or possessing charm, but in reality, it's a blend of psychology, confidence, and an understanding of what genuinely attracts people. A lot of men mistakenly think that it's all about looks or grand gestures, but that's just the beginning. Like anyone else, women are drawn to a certain energy and attitude that stand out. The power of this lies in the fact that it's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about harnessing real traits that create a magnetic pull. Here's a harsh truth that many miss: you can't just walk up to someone and make them obsessed with you. Real attraction happens when there's something intriguing and deeper that draws someone in. The biggest mistake guys make is over-investigation. It's about understanding how to spark a sense of mystery and intrigue that makes her want to know more. When curiosity is ignited correctly, it can be incredibly powerful. Women also highly value confidence and self-assurance. But this doesn't mean arrogance. True confidence is about being secure and having self-respect, not about turning everything into a performance. When a man is comfortable in his own lesson number 1 skin, it naturally attracts others. Think about it. Who isn't drawn to someone who radiates calm, genuine confidence without trying too hard? This is the real key here. Now, there's a fine line between healthy attraction and manipulation. The aim isn't to deceive or play with emotions. It's about fostering a meaningful connection that leaves a lasting impression. We'll explore some intense strategies, but remember, it's all about balance. By understanding what truly captivates, you'll not only build attraction, but also respect and authenticity in your connections. In this video, we'll break down 5 core principles that can create a deep, almost obsessive attraction when used thoughtfully. This isn't about tricks, it's about understanding and using human connection in a powerful way. 1. The power of mystery. One of the most intriguing qualities a person can possess is mystery. It's human nature to be curious, and when we sense that someone has layers we don't fully understand, we naturally want to explore further. This concept is incredibly powerful when it comes to attraction. Revealing everything about yourself right away can kill the curiosity and anticipation that fuels a person's interest. Instead, by keeping certain things to yourself, you allow her to wonder, speculate, and invest in getting to know you. Mystery isn't about hiding who you are, but about pacing what you reveal. For example, if she asks about your past, share enough to be genuine, but don't give every detail right away. Instead of telling her your entire life story, choose a single interesting story that gives her a glimpse into your world without fully letting her in. This leaves her wondering what other stories you might have, creating a mental tension that makes her want to dig deeper. Imagine you're talking about a recent trip you took instead of detailing every experience. Mention one unique encounter, like a hike in a remote area where you had an unexpected adventure. Share the excitement, but don't rush to fill in every detail. Let her ask lesson number 2 questions. If she's interested this way, she's actively engaging and her curiosity is building, rather than feeling like she's passively listening to a monologue. The goal is to balance openness with restraint, giving just enough to spark her interest, and then allowing her to approach you for more. 2. Confidence without overdoing it. Confidence, especially when it isn't shaken by the need for external approval, is incredibly attractive. People are naturally drawn to someone who believes in themselves and doesn't constantly seek validation. When a man is confident without desperately needing affirmation from others, it sends a powerful message. He's comfortable with himself, and his self-worth isn't dependent on someone else's opinions. True confidence isn't arrogance. It's not about showing off or boasting. Rather, it's a quiet, steady assurance in who you are. You can express this by being honest in conversations, even if you don't agree with someone, or by not feeling pressured to prove yourself. When you communicate that you're comfortable with your own thoughts, values, and interests, it establishes you as someone who respects themselves. This resonates deeply with others and shows them they can rely on you to be genuine, rather than swayed by every opinion. A common pitfall is feeling the need to impress or be liked, but confidence means being at ease with whatever response you get. If you express your opinion or interest, and she doesn't agree, that's okay. You don't need to mold yourself to win her over. For instance, if you're passionate about something unique like a particular hobby or career choice, speak about it naturally, without seeking her approval by staying true to yourself. You're actually more memorable than if you changed to fit her expectations. A practical example of confidence in action. Imagine you're at dinner and there's a lull in the conversation. Instead of rushing to fill the silence because you fear it's awkward, simply let it be. Relax, stay present, and don't overthink it in doing so. You convey that you're comfortable in your own skin, and that you don't need constant conversation or approval to feel validated. Often the person with the confidence to embrace silence and maintain eye contact is the one remembered most when you don't crave validation. You stand out because your confidence is grounded. People are drawn to you, not because you're trying to get their attention, but because you're focused, sincere, and true to yourself. This kind of confidence creates a powerful presence that's hard to ignore, making you someone she feels is stable. And lesson number 3, secure 3, challenge her expectations. This principle is about breaking the mold and keeping the connection. Dynamic, many relationships fall into patterns that may seem comfortable, but often end up feeling stagnant. When things become predictable, excitement fades and routine takes over. By challenging her expectations, you're keeping things interesting, reminding her that there's always more to discover, and that you're a person with layers, ambitions, and surprises. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being erratic or inconsistent. It's about staying spontaneous and authentic. When you make small, unexpected moves, like planning a surprise date night, showing a new side of yourself, or initiating a deep conversation, it creates a sense of intrigue. She'll be reminded that there's always something more to learn and explore in the relationship. When she does know what to expect, she stays curious, and that curiosity fuels deeper attraction. This doesn't just apply to gestures or plans, but also to how you engage with her emotionally and intellectually. Consider the impact of a well-timed shift in conversation, or bringing up a new idea, ambition, or perspective. When you let her see different sides of you, she sees the depth in your character and realizes there's a lot more to understand about who you are. Being unpredictable in this way means you're not static. You're growing, learning, and challenging yourself, and she'll naturally be drawn to that energy. A relationship thrives when it evolves, and by staying fresh and a little mysterious, you're creating an environment that feels both stable and intriguing. Unpredictability also shows that you're not overly dependent on her response. Instead of acting to fit her expectations, you're living authentically, keeping the focus on who you are and what you bring to the table. This level of self-assuredness is compelling. It's not about playing games, but about being true to yourself and unafraid to introduce new ideas, new activities, or even new discussions. When you're comfortable challenging expectations, it communicates confidence and depth, qualities that keep her engaged and invested in the relationship. The core of challenging her expectations is staying real, growing, and not being afraid to surprise her. She'll stay intrigued because there's always something new, something authentic that doesn't fit into a predictable pattern in relationships. It's easy to get comfortable, but by challenging her expectations in a healthy, genuine way, you're giving her a reason to stay interested and connected. It's a powerful way to remind her that life with you is full of possibilities, growth, and excitement. 4. Build emotional independence. This is crucial but often overlooked. Many men don't realize that an over-reliance on validation from a lesson number 4 woman can actually drive her away too often. Men enter relationships with the mindset that she should complete them or be the answer to their happiness. This approach places an enormous burden on her and shifts the relationship into an unhealthy balance. Women can sense when a man's entire sense of self-worth is tied to her response or attention, and it can come across as needy, which is the exact opposite of attractive. Emotional independence and means being fulfilled and centered without needing her constant reassurance. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and having a life that's rich, fulfilling, and balanced outside of the relationship. When a man lacks this independence, he tends to place the responsibility for his happiness on her, which can quickly feel like pressure to truly connect with her. You have to be able to stand alone, have your own goals, passions, and sense of purpose. This isn't just about getting her attention. It's about being the kind of person who brings strength and stability to the relationship. Some men might think that constantly seeking her approval or adjusting their behavior to please her will make her happy, but this is far from the truth. Women are drawn to men who have their own compass, their own direction. If you're constantly looking to her to decide what's right or how to feel, you're essentially giving away your personal power. A woman wants a partner who can lead, who can inspire, and who doesn't need her to guide him in every decision or provide validation for every action to attract her deeply. You need to establish your own foundation. Independent of her emotional independence doesn't mean being distant or cold. It means having a healthy balance between your individual life and the life you share with her. It's about nurturing your own interests, friendships, and goals, while also being present and connected in the relationship. When you're emotionally independent, you bring a sense of stability and strength that she can rely on. She'll be drawn to you because you're not asking her to complete you, but to complement the life you've already built. This balance creates a dynamic where she feels valued and appreciated, but not burdened with the responsibility of your entire emotional well-being. In practical terms, emotional independence means taking care of your own needs, pursuing your passions, and not losing sight of your individual identity within the relationship. It's about being proactive in your personal growth and well-being, rather than expecting her to fill those gaps. This approach not only makes you more attractive, but also healthier and more fulfilled by being emotionally independent. You're showing her that you're a complete person, and this completeness is incredibly appealing. She'll be drawn to your strength, your self-assuredness, and your capacity to be a supportive and equal partner. In essence, emotional independence is about bringing your best self to the relationship, creating a foundation that allows for deep mutual attraction and respect. 5. Cultivate a sense of humor. A good sense of humor is often cited as one of the most attractive lesson number 5 traits a person can have. It's more than just making her laugh. It's about creating a light-hearted, enjoyable environment that makes her feel at ease. Humor shows that you don't take life too seriously and can find joy even in mundane moments. This trait is magnetic because it indicates resilience, positivity, and a good-natured personality. A man who can laugh and make others laugh is seen as more approachable. Fun and engaging humor helps to break down barriers and create a bond. When you can share a laugh with someone, it establishes a connection that goes beyond words. It shows that you can find common ground and that you're willing to share moments of joy and lightheartedness. Humor is also a sign of intelligence and creativity, as it often involves seeing things from a unique perspective and expressing it in a way that resonates with others. Incorporating humor into your interactions doesn't mean you have to be a comedian. It's about being open to playful banter, finding the funny side in everyday situations, and not being afraid to laugh at yourself. Self-deprecating humor, when used appropriately, shows humility and confidence. It indicates that you're secure enough to laugh at your own mistakes and imperfections. This can be incredibly charming and disarming, making her feel more comfortable and at ease around you. For instance, if you're on a date and something doesn't go as planned, like a spilled drink or a wrong turn, laughing it off and making a joke about it can turn a potentially awkward situation into a memorable, lighthearted moment. This not only shows that you're adaptable and positive, but also that you can handle unexpected situations with grace and humor. When she sees that you can turn a mishap into a shared laugh, it makes you more relatable, and endearing humor also fosters a sense of shared experiences and inside jokes that can strengthen your bond. It's those little moments of laughter and fun that create memories and deepen your connection. A shared sense of humor can also be a sign of compatibility, as it often reflects similar values, perspectives, and ways of thinking. When you can laugh together, it builds a foundation of mutual enjoyment and understanding. Ultimately, a good sense of humor is about embracing life's ups and downs with a positive attitude and an open heart. It's about being willing to find joy and laughter in the little things and sharing that joy with others. When you cultivate a sense of humor, you're not only making her smile, but also creating an atmosphere of positivity and connection that draws her closer to you. It's a powerful way to show her that you're someone who can bring light and laughter into her life, making every moment spent with you enjoyable and memorable. In conclusion, capturing a woman's interest and keeping her deeply engaged isn't about playing games or being someone you're not. It's about cultivating genuine qualities that naturally attract and intrigue her by embracing the power of mystery, showing true confidence, challenging her expectations, maintaining emotional independence, and fostering a great sense of humor. You can create a connection that is both meaningful and lasting. Remember, the goal is not to make her obsessed in an unhealthy way, but to build a relationship based on respect, attraction, and genuine connection. These principles will not only help you stand out, but also ensure that the bond you create is built on a solid foundation of mutual understanding and appreciation. When you embody these traits, you'll find that you're not just drawing her towards you, but also becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on building strong, healthy relationships. Let's continue this journey together.